Project iDrive, Division number 2, now on the track. Number 1 is DM Billy the Kid, driven tonight by Kevin Faulkner of Niagara, assistant driver Trevor Henry. 2 is Medway Factor, driven by Jerry Frank of Waterloo, assistant driver Bruce Richardson. Posty Pete is the 3, driven by Andrew McTaggart of Guelph. The assistant driver is Mike Whalen. The 4 is Pacific Cowgirl, driven tonight by Shelley Maidment of Dundalk. Jay Harris assists in the bike. Field of 4 in Project iDrive, Division number 2. They'll be at the gate momentarily. Field now lining up for Project iDrive Part 2. From the inside, it's DM Billy the Kid with Kevin Faulkner and Trevor Henry. Medway Factor, winner of our first heat, driven by Jerry Frank and Bruce Richardson. Posty Pete in the 3-hole with Andrew McTaggart and Mike Whalen. And on the outside of the gate, Pacific Cowgirl with Shelley Maidment and Jay Harris. It's post time for Project iDrive Part 2. Starting gates picking up speed. And they're off and pacing. Quickest away from the center, Medway Factor. To the inside, DM Billy the Kid. Also with a leaving move on the outside is Pacific Cowgirl. And at the back of the pack is Posty Pete. As they pace around the turn, it is out in front, Medway Factor with Jerry Frank. They're up by a length on DM Billy the Kid and Kevin Faulkner. Third on the outside, now moving into second, comes Pacific Cowgirl and Shelley Maidment. And at the back of the pack is Posty Pete and Andrew McTaggart. They pace down the backside, and it is still out in front, Medway Factor. Medway Factor, the one to catch. Coming with the biggest challenge on the outside is Pacific Cowgirl. To the inside, DM Billy the Kid saving all the ground. And getting interested now is Posty Pete. And around the turn they go. Medway Factor is in control. Drawing alongside comes Pacific Cowgirl. Looking 3 high now, Posty Pete, and at the inside, DM Billy the Kid. And down the stretch, Medway Factor is in front. Medway Factor is going to go coast to coast. It is Medway Factor with Jerry Frank finishing second, Pacific Cowgirl, Shelley Maidment close for third, but it looked like DM Billy the Kid and Kevin Faulkner, and Posty Pete with Andrew McTaggart. Time of the half mile, 1:04 and 3. Rundown. The winner, number 2, Medway Factor. Finishing second, number 4, Pacific Cowgirl. Third, number 1, DM Billy the Kid. And fourth, number 3, Posty Pete.
Welcome back to the track, everybody. Here we have our second group of iDrive competitors tonight. And where's Jerry? Oh, Jerry's at the back there. Actually, no, we're going to talk to Shelley first. Shelley, who was driving down the lane there? You were waving like a banshee there at the crowd. What was that all about?
I was waving to all my friends.
So apparently, the good news was that Jay had Pacific Cowgirl well in hand. Came first up. Valiant effort. I think he ended up second in there. What do you have to say to everybody that was watching?
Thanks for all your support.
That's great. We're going to go back here quickly and have a quick chat with our winning combination here. Jerry, put it right on front and just kept improving your position.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be too much to this game.
Did Bruce give you any advice when you were heading out to the track?
Lots of advice. They don't fall off. And then the owner said, holler. When you're coming into the stretch, holler. The horse likes to be hollered at, doesn't like to be whipped.
Well, the good news is at Midway Factory, you put him right in the engine, and he's a classy old horse, and he kept right at it. Let's have a big hand for our iDrive competitors and their drivers. We had Kevin Faulkner, Jerry Frank, Andrew McTaggart, Shelley Maidment, and their accompanying drivers. The professional drivers were Trevor Henry, Bruce Richardson, Mike Whalen, and Jay Harris. Thanks again to everybody for entering the draw. Please stay tuned. We are going to have more information on Project iDrive, not for this year, but ideally for next year. We are currently 10 minutes to post for Race 8, and your post parade will be coming up next.